A very good morning to you. Well, I find myself today, quite unexpectedly, in Isaiah 55. I've been thinking, haven't I, over the last few days about how our search for a way to live a satisfying life, to live a fulfilled life, to live a godly life is to put God first. Firstly, to put him first. You know, we go back again and again and again to the Lord's summary of the Ten Commandments. He summarized them in two ways. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength, and your neighbor as yourself. And there's no mention of me. Where do I fit into the picture? If I love God with all my heart and I love my neighbor as myself, where do I come in? And this is, I think, what Isaiah 55 answers. It's a cry. It comes after the lovely chapter 53 about the Saviour coming and all that he would do to achieve salvation for us, prophetically spoken of by Isaiah. And he comes to chapter 55 and he says, "Ho, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters. He who has no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labour for that which does not satisfy?" And that's the question we've been asking, isn't it? How can we use the resources we have to gain what we need to have a life that satisfies us? And here the Lord cries out and says to us, come to me. If you're thirsty, if you're looking for something you haven't got, if you're thirsty, if you want more than you've got at the moment, here is where it is. Come and get something money can never buy. Money can't buy it. You cannot buy what God offers. You cannot buy the kind of peace that God offers. There's only one way to find it, and that is through finding Jesus. It's the only way. A long time ago, well, not that long ago really, but when I was chaplain at the hospice, I used to go to the day centre quite frequently, and there was a lady there who had spent her entire life fretting and worrying about everything. She was so anxious about everything, and here she was with a terminal illness, very, very anxious about every last thing in life. Her face was a perpetual frown, and she didn't come to the chapel services. She didn't really interact with me very much. I used to go into the day centre and do jigsaws with people and drink coffee with people and talk to them and listen to them and occasionally do services, supporting people as best I could. And one day she said to me, can I ask you something? Can you help me? And I said, if I can help you, I will. And she said, you never worry about anything. You're never anxious. I've never seen you frowning. I want the peace that you've got. And I said to her, there's only one way to get the peace that I've got, and that is in trusting God and not worrying, learning not to worry and trusting God, because God is trustworthy. And she said, oh, I don't want any of that religious claptrap, but I want what you've got. And I said to her, I'm awfully sorry, but there is only one way to not worry about everything, and that is to know that everything that I am and everything I have is held in God's merciful hands, and that he is on my side, and that he's going to look after me. I don't worry then. I take no thought for the morrow. As Jesus said, I look at the birds, they don't worry. I look at the flowers, they don't worry. She said, well, that's not fair. I want what you've got. And I said, yes, you want what I've got, but it's taken me years to get where I am now. It's taken me years of refusing to be anxious about things, of asking God's help and discovering that he turns up every time, helping, and knowing he's never going to let me down. And I look back on my life And I can see that he's been faithful. He's been good. He has helped me in so many circumstances. He has blessed me. And it is because I've done my utmost to apply myself to seeking him, to putting him first, and to putting my neighbour, loving my neighbour. And she went away desperately disappointed, because she would not accept that there was only one way to get. She wanted it easy. She wanted what I had without the journey that gets you there. Here is the Lord saying, come to me, come to me. Come, you don't have to buy it. You can't buy it. I'm going to give it to you freely. Come to me, follow me, and I will transform you, and I will lead you to the place where your labour satisfies, and where you have all you want, and where your heart and mind are at peace. These cannot be bought. These qualities cannot be bought. Why do you labour for that which is not bread? And you labour for that. You spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labour for that which does not satisfy. What did Jesus say? He said, the word, doing the will of God is my food. Trusting God feeds us. It's the bread of life. Jesus is the bread of life, and the water and the light. Everything we need is sourced in him. But you can't buy it. You can't buy it. You have to do it his way. You can't do it your way. You have to do it his way. And his way will lead you to this place where you have everything that you want, even if you had nothing physically. Even if you were poor as a church mouse, you would be happy and content, because that happiness and contentment does not come through purchasing. It comes through following. So my thought for the day, just a thought at the end of this. I'm going to be away for a week, but I'm going to do my utmost to post a thought for the day every day while I'm away. I'm going to post a second one up today, because I have to get up very early tomorrow to take my daughter to the hospital for her operation in London. So I won't have time to do the thought tomorrow, but I will record it today and post it up for you so you have it for tomorrow. God bless you. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.